Hello there, HQTs. Now, is your feline feeling a bit more fluffy than normal? A new study says that 60% of cats are overweight. Yes, that means more to love and hug and cuddle. But if your pet is getting too pudgy, it's time for some portion control. No more sneaking them tidbits of chicken Alfredo under the dinner table, naughty kitty. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your perfect presenter at your phone's epicenter. And this is HQ Trivia, where you don't stop until you claw your way to the top. And we see you out there, players. Happy birthday, Jeff Tokerman at KD Construction of Florida. The Baxter Springs Lion Pride Drumline taking a break from rehearsal. Hi to Andy and Isis. Hello, Rima in Brooklyn from Mark Bauer. Jack and Jasmine at JCC. Bill celebrating his son's first birthday. The Prevette and Anderson family are at the beach. Sounds nice. And hi to David Joy, Jim Cronin, and my fellow Pace University alum. There's Leroy, Stretch, Ben, and Kevin. Good luck to all of you. Now, the rules are simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions from easy to hard. You've got 10 seconds to tap that answer. If you get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right, you win or split the cash. Now, invite your friends to HQ if you want those extra lives, and who doesn't? Fancy $5,000. That's enough to get a cool leash to exercise your flagging feline, a healthy portion of cat food, dry or wet, and a cozy blanket for when your newly trimmed pet doesn't offer the same coverage. But before you feast it, you've got to beast it. Let's get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. The Young and the Restless is an example of what kind of melodramatic TV show, soap opera, shampoo symphony, toothpaste theatre. I'm getting restless results. Strange idea, I'm sorry. Filled with bitching, breakups and betrayal. It's soap opera. Of course, we've all seen them, haven't we? 314,000 of you nailed that one. The genre got its name from the soap ads that used to run when the shows were on the radio. Unlike the storylines, they were squeaky clean. Yeah, they were. Q2. Which of these races covers the longest distance? Marathon, 5K, 10,000 meters. Sounds like some of these cats need to... Can you go the distance today? If a marathon was less than 5K, I'd have run of them rather than none of them. Saw tootsies at the ready. Marathon is your answer. And 283,000 if you're racing on to the next round. A marathon is 26 miles, nearly triple the other two combined. I'll stick with the short sprint, thank you very much. Do not forget, players, this Saturday we are teaming up with National Geographic for a breathtaking national park themed game. You don't want to miss that, you really don't. It's happening at 9 p.m. EST and it's going to be a lot of fun. Are you ready for Q3? Of course you are. Here we go. Jane Goodall is known for her work with what kind of animal? Fish, reptiles, primates. Make this a good one, y'all. On Jane Goodall. Reptiles are good, but not good enough for Goodall. The dame and real-life Jane of the jungle. She is the expert on primates. Hopefully you tapped on that one, and 246,000 if you certainly did. You were swinging on to the next round. The primatologists hang out with chimps. They're apparently pretty good company compared to some of the humans we know. Q4. Which of these common insults is also a typical Jamaican seasoning for meats? Jerk, loon, oaf. And it's quite delicious. Some of this. I'm hoping you didn't choose oaf because, well, you know exactly why. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. We're talking jerk here. Jerk, seasoning, and 237,000 if you've got that flavour right here. Giving new meaning to I'll take the jerk. The seasoning for chicken with some rice and peas and tings. Q5. The political thriller 13 Days takes place during which man's presidency? Franklin Roosevelt, Dwight Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy. Is 13 your lucky number? Perhaps it is today. Kevin Costner stars as a top White House assistant, but which of these presidents did he assist, taking those movie star good looks? F. Kennedy. And you knew that, didn't you? 156,000 if you certainly did. We lost 70,000 if you hear on side. knives. Now, the film follows the 13 days of the Cuban Missile Crisis, and Costner with a Boston accent. Yeah. Q6, a prime number that is also prime when read backward, is called a what? Inverse prime, super prime, emerp. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Two of these sound totally realistic, while the others sound... Betting on the underdog here, though. The answer is emerp. That's what it's called. And who emerged out of this one? Oh my goodness, here we go with our first savage. Our first savage of the game. We've lost over 100,000, like 130,000 if you've gone here. We have 18,521 moving on. Emerp is simply prime backwards. A prime example of an emerp is 311, like the band. Remember them? No, me neither. Q7. The Washington Post recently ended its annual contest that famously featured what? Candy corn, duct tape, Peeps. And it was a very cool contest, very creative. The only thing we need duct tape for is my mouth, so I don't eat them all. Those indestructible marshmallow chicks and rabbits. Peeps. We're talking Peeps here. How many of my Peeps got that one right? 18,520. And it was sad seeing a newspaper shut down. The end of WAPO's Easter Peep Show is just heartbreaking. Q8. Rod Blagojevich was the scandal-plagued governor of what state? Illinois, California, New York. Blagojevich, haven't heard that name in a while. He's still behind bars. Blago tried to pull a fast one in 2008, but it quickly backfired, selling Obama's Senate seat to the highest bidder. He was the ill-fated governor of Illinois. And you still have your seat right now in the game, 654 if you do. Yes, the seat-selling fiasco was totally bizarre, but even amusing. With his helmet hair. Remember that? Q9, the deadliest single date of the Civil War, was the what alternate name? Battle of Manassas, Battle of Elkhorn Tavern, Battle of Sharpsburg. You've got to battle it out to the finish. It was the bloodiest battle of all in American history, but the North and South couldn't agree on the name. The phrase for the sharp history buffs here is the Battle of Sharpsburg. And 9,087 of you are moving on, hopefully to win this war of words, known as Antietam up north. Let's head north right now to Q10. We are getting so close. Which of these cartoons has an Oscar-nominated creator? Futurama, King of the Hill, Family Guy. Quite prestigious, Academy Award nominated. 3 adult animated sitcoms, but which one has a creator nominated for a Golden Dude and a talking baby? Victory is mine, Lois. It's Family Guy. Did I sound like Stewie? Maybe not. So 5,584 of you keeping it in the fan.